You ready to go?
Ready to go.
Everything's wrapped up. We got to get fuel for both vehicles.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we'll hook up
than-
after we get fuel.
Less than a quarter tank in the Jeep, and I think this guy is about a quarter tank.
Nah, I think we got enough to make it right down the road to the Loves.
Okay.
So we're headed to Amarillo, Texas for the night, and we're leaving the Garden of the Gods RV Resort. Head on out to Dallas, Fort Worth area, the Grapevine, Texas. Yeah. Okay, come on, let's go. We're ready.
You're keeping me on. Yeah, I'm strapped in, stuck in a song you can't turn off. Like a merry-go-round, my head is spinning. I see you rapping about, I'm sure as hell not. 'Cause in my mind we're smiling on the dance floor, late nights getting dipping like we're on our own run. Got the worst know, 'cause we're so young.
We spent the night in a Walmart parking lot in Amarillo, Texas, and actually it was surprisingly quiet last night. Very quiet. Just gonna go out here and check. We're getting ready to move on. We're either gonna go to Grapevine, Texas, or we're gonna stop in I think it's Wichita Falls. We haven't decided yet because we have no place to stay tonight. But I just want to do a quick check, walk around, and make sure everything is secure and connected. But yeah, the Walmart was really quiet last night. I was surprised. We parked right here next to the grass, and there were a few other folks here as well. But everything here is good to go, and we're on our way. All right, we're passing through Amarillo, and if you're ever passing through Amarillo, right off Interstate 40 is Cadillac Ranch, and heard a lot about it. Figure since we're in the area, we're gonna go ahead and pay it a visit.
We're gonna leave our stamp, leave our mark.
We'll leave a mark. And they actually have a trailer here now that sells paint, in case you forget to bring some paint or whatever, just souvenirs, cups and shirts and everything. It's a bit pricey, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's the way it is unless you bring your own paint, which we didn't know that we were gonna stop here. We just figured out, you know, at the last minute, let's just go ahead and come over here. So we're gonna go on and walk down here and check it out.
I take my shoes off. That's kind of gross.
So they had some rain come through here. So be advised that if you're ever coming through here and it just rained, you can see what's going on with
And clean up
the
after
mud.
yourself.
And this is another
terrible.
thing, clean up after yourself.
I mean, come on, guys.
Look at this.
That's terrible.
But anyway. So yeah, it's a muddy mess out here. It's a muddy mess because it rained, but someone's braving the mud and the water. Took her shoes off. Can't see it.
You can't see it.
No.
Does it want to stick? Go white. And let me tell you.
We tried to spray paint. We had orange and we tried to paint, and the paint doesn't show up very well. It runs. It says
What's a little chilly?
no runs, no drips, no arrows, and that's not true. So if you're going to come up here and get some really good paint, this paint didn't take very well. The orange didn't show up. I think maybe white would be better.
Would be the best.
Would be better to show up. And also check the weather when you come here, because if it rains, it's a muddy mess back here. So you might want to bring some extra shoes or something like that.
You're keeping me on. Yeah, I'm strapped in, stuck in a song you can't turn off. Like a merry-go-round, my head is spinning. I see you rapping about, I'm sure as hell not. 'Cause in my mind we're smiling on the dance floor, late night skinny dipping like we're on our own ride. Got the words now, 'cause we're so young. We're in your car singing crazy to the radio. I remember it like time's been frozen still. Oh, had no words, no. We were so young. Now you're long gone.
We are going to the Stockyards today. We'll head back down. Oh, you gonna drive today?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, she's gonna drive. That's good. Think we got everything we need. We're headed back down to the Stockyards today. Spend some time.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah, that's where we're going.
So if you're coming back from Grapevine and you get on the train, the vintage train, you end up here at the Stockyard. The train actually comes straight through the Stockyard, drops you off. You can do shopping or whatever for a couple hours, and then you get back on around 4 o'clock. You end up back at Grapevine around 5:30. It's a whole day adventure, and it is handicap accessible. So if you're worried about that, no worries at all. Fun day. So Chris and I decided to take a trip over to Grapevine Railroad Station, which is just a few minutes away from the Vineyards campground where we're staying. So what you do is on Saturday and Sundays, this guy runs into the Stockyards. You arrive here between 11, 11:30, takes you down to the Stockyards, takes an hour or so, hour and a half maybe. You spend a couple hours down at the Stockyards. Great places to eat, lots of shopping, events, rodeos, all kinds of good stuff. And then you get back on the train right downtown. It maybe takes another hour, an hour and a half to get back. You arrive back around 4:30 in the afternoon, and you're done for the day. You don't have to worry about parking or anything. And it's
Yeah.
a pretty cool train.
It's a great option in case you don't feel like driving down there because it
It's
gets
wonderful.
crowded
Yeah.
and it gets
Yeah.
difficult to park downtown.
And the thing about this one too, it is handicap accessible. So if you look into the open air compartments up here, there's seating for people that are in wheelchairs or that have walkers or something like that. And then there's also the first class coaches that you can do if you want to be inside. So
Yeah.
I think that's a great option next time.
toy cap gun that many of us grew up with.
Do you remember taffy like this back in the
Yeah.
70s?
Yeah. Look at that.
Hurts my teeth. Remember that?
Yeah. That thin taffy.
That thin was good, right?
Well, when you're a kid,
it was
when you're a
great.
kid, it was great. Yeah. But did not realize they still did this. You know what they say?
What?
Smoke them if you got them.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
a little. It's
a little
too
big.
big.
How's that?
I mean, I like that.
I like it. Get me a Texas
like it.
hat. I'm gonna get me a Texas hat.
Well, when in Texas, you know. The biscuit bar,
Biscuit
and
bar.
you got they make the biscuits fresh.
Fresh biscuits.
Fresh.
You can watch a young lady through the window there. So biscuit, pulled pork, and there's coleslaw.
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 And I got the grilled chicken. So,
Okay, let's try it and see what we think.
all right.
Okay.
So how's that barbecue? How's that biscuit?
Very good.
Yeah.
Better than I thought.
Yes, I gotta admit, these biscuits are phenomenal. And they make them from scratch. It was worth it. Warm biscuit, buttery, light, not dry,
Not at all.
really good. One of the best biscuits I've ever had. And the chicken, very good, moist, tender.
Sauce is
just,
good.
just a really good. So if you're ever in the Stockyards, stop at the biscuit bar. We would highly recommend this place. Definitely
come back.
If you're in the Stockyards, you want a nice sandwich or something good. The biscuits were
I mean,
phenomenal.
Comfort food plus.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arguably the best biscuit I've ever had. Was that good?
It was that good.
Take me anywhere that you want. I don't even care if we come back again. And as long as the stars are shining above us, then I just wanna be where